Rank order teams the Niners want to face in the playoffs. Okay, let's do that right now. That is definitely one of the topics. The possible first-round matchups. You don't have to rank them. We can rank them at the end. Just go through the 4 division winners and how you see those matchups playing out.
Yeah, so I mean, if we're ranking teams in general, they obviously want to see the Rams. It's like Saints, Bucks, Niners, Rams. It's just they got those teams. But of the 4 division winners, I think Green Bay is still the toughest team. I know the Niners have had Green Bay's number. Niners have not played Green Bay in Lambeau since 2018. Green Bay under Matt LaFleur has not been a good team traveling West Coast and playing on the West Coast. I think that has something to do with the fact that the Niners have had some lopsided results. Green Bay beat the Niners this year. Green Bay's defense is the best that it's been under Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers. Kenny Clark is really, really good. He's the best nose tackle in the NFL, in my opinion. Joe Barry has made a big difference for their defensive court. Go ahead.
I just said UCLA. Sorry, Kenny Clark.
UCLA.
UCLA.
Joe Barry's made a big difference. So to me, Green Bay is the best team in the NFL. They're the toughest team to play. I think they have gone through quite a bit of actually attrition this season because they've lost a lot of really good players and they just continue to win. And Rodgers is playing at a level.
And they're fourth string left tackle, third string.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers to me is the perfect. It's unbelievable. Yeah, but I'd pick Aaron Rodgers. Whenever I end up going through the season, Aaron Rodgers ends up being the MVP to me every year. Like he's one of one. I know a lot of people hate him because of his personality, and I understand that. I mean, I feel some type of way about his personality too, but as a player, he's just, oh my God, he's so good.
So you say Green Bay at the top, that's a tough matchup for a lot of reasons. Yeah. Although the Niners can feel like they have a puncher's chance. They've always, with the exception of that weird COVID game last year, they've always at least either destroyed the Packers or played them tough.
This is going to shock people. I don't like their matchup against Dallas.
Yeah, I could see that. Why?
I think Dallas would be the second team I don't want to play as presently constructed with Tampa Bay's injuries.
Yeah.
Dallas's offense, it's not been as good the last few games, but they're a juggernaut when they want to get going. They got those 3 receivers, and when those 3 receivers, as they get healthier through the end of the season, Dak's really, really good. Yeah. They can run the football. They can do it all.
Yeah.
And I understand Dallas's defense. You can get some big plays on them. I don't like defenses when you have that good a pass rush with Parsons and, DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory. Oof. And you're that you take advantage of your opportunities that well. I don't like Dallas's defense as
also
a
Jimmy better not throw anywhere near Diggs.
Yeah.
Stay away.
And I think they can really take advantage of this offensive line too. I think they can push around a couple guys in this offensive line. I don't like Arizona. I like Arizona actually better than I did at the beginning of the season. I know Arizona has played this Niners team really well, but I also think Arizona's kind of hit the wall.
Yeah, what is going on? I haven't really been watching them closely. What the hell?
Just attrition. It's just attrition.
Yeah. They had a lot of injury-prone players who have gotten hurt, right?
Yeah. That's all I think it is. And I think the Niners are kind of peaking and Arizona kind of already peaked and is coming back and is plateauing. And I think that's a good matchup. And then Tampa Bay, when fully healthy, is the toughest matchup of all these teams. But Tampa Bay is nowhere near healthy.
Nope, absolutely not. I had nothing to. So it seems to me that, well, how would you rank them?
Yeah, so it would be Green Bay, Dallas, Arizona, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay is what you want. That is crazy.
As presently constructed, if Tampa Bay gets healthy, then Tampa Bay automatically goes to the top of that list. But Tampa Bay is just injured across the board right now.
Yeah. And Brady hasn't won 2 in a row since I was in high school.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Steven says, what up, guys? Vish, you obviously catch a lot that we average fans miss. How do you watch and what do you look for when watching games? Peace. Good question. How do you watch and what do you look for?
I usually just watch the game. That's it. I when I started doing this, I spent time learning a lot more. Like I watched a lot of coaching clinics and I've tried learning as much as possible so that I can maybe have a slightly more informed opinion.
Good as a sponge if you haven't
when I do it. But yeah, I also, I guess I'm lucky that I have pretty good retention. So if I see something the first time, I kind of memorize it.
This kid's ability to take in and remember information is unparalleled, unreal. Anyway, he's my that's why he's my secret weapon. Vish. Dude, Vish, what is the answer to the question? Thank you, Vish. Andrew says, Grant, you said it
missed
yesterday.
that question to Armstead.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm getting.
Yeah, he had like a personal story. Yeah.
Voice ad agency says when re-signing Armstead, I believe his wife was just starting her own therapy practice. I think the Niners knew he would re-sign for less than Buck. Oh, he's so like, rooted in Northern Cal. He's a very much a Northern California guy like me. I mean, Sacramento means a lot to him. So yeah, Buckner is from Hawaii. I mean, he can go anywhere. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough for the Niners to really get people to come to Northern California because if you're not from here, I mean, I wonder what Vish would say. Probably kind of expensive.
No, I didn't like it personally. I thought I didn't like the weather at all,
Weather's
and
a little
I thought the price
cold.
of housing was excessive.
Very excessive. So it's tough to get people who don't have who aren't from here to want to be here. But if you grew up in Sacramento or Oakland, or you want to be here, Jason Verrett from up here, all that. Good call. Grant, you said it yesterday. We need the cornerback. Dude, don't talk about our weather, by the way. Freaking Chicago. Wow. It was cold, and it was early November.
Look, at least Chicago, when it says it's going to be cold, it's cold.
Okay,
when it says it's going to be warm, it's warm. I did not like the fact that if I walked 10 minutes, it would go from, being so hot to so cold.
Whatever, man. What's going to happen is Vish is going to be a millionaire by 30, and he's going to have like a penthouse in San Francisco, and he's going to take it all back. Andrew says, Grant, you said it yesterday. We need the cornerback to get the deep threat without penalties. If the front four cannot get there quick enough, how do we stop it? Goal is to be Super Bowl champs.
That's the big thing, right? Their secondary, it's really they get ragged basically every single game, and it's because their corners aren't names or whatever. Around the league, corners are getting dusted every week. Even the guys that are names do get had at times. I mean, the Niners obviously haven't afforded maybe the proper investment into the corner position. They have bargain shopped quite a bit, but the point is they fixed the penalty issue, right? Like the penalty issue was massive, starting with week 2 against the Eagles, all the way up to the Colts game. It was just you throw anything near the Niners corners down the field, and it's an automatic 15 plus, 20 plus, 30 plus yard pass interference penalty. They've kind of fixed that.
Well, part of what's fixed it is the pass rush is amped up. Arden Key has emerged. One thing I don't get though is like this front seven is playing really, 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 really well right now. And while the corners aren't liabilities, like they should be picking off passes. In 2019, they were feasting off of this, right? And it's like, come on, you'd like to see that. And maybe when Mosley comes back, but as good as Mosley is, that hasn't been a big part of his game yet.
No, that hasn't been a big part. I mean, Tart and Ward are really, really good players. Intercepting passes is just something oftentimes they aren't put in situations to.
It was something Sherman was good at, despite the fact that he wasn't particularly good in coverage. It was like, who can explain it? Yeah,
it's like a natural, I think, flair. Like I'm sure Tart probably looks at the Kyle Pitts play and he feels like, man, I could take that back for 100, but he just broke it up. But I think that I agree with that. And I think Sherman was kind of the special of that because he knew the pass rush would get home. And once he would recognize a concept, it was over.
It was great. Ninerbot says he's a great compliment for a 4-man pass rush. Ninerbot says trade Jimmy Garoppolo in the locker room will crumble. Jimmy Garoppolo is the only leader on this team, and the players love him. Can't trust a 21-year-old quarterback that doesn't play. Man, there's going to be such a long list of reasons like this to make the wrong decision next year.
It's impossible to quantify these reasons, but I'm pretty sure that one of Trey Lance's real positive traits, everybody was remarking on what a leader he is and all of that before the draft. So
standout company says, Grant, is that a Breitling Super Ocean? No, this is a Tissot. Tissot, I got it at Nordstrom with my wife. She picked it out. So thanks for noticing. Okay. Spreadsheet posted some videos of Lance throwing before the game. Didn't see a whole lot of wobble. Have you noticed this from him? I've filmed him too before the game. I was very far away, but that wobble. And people are gonna be watching that wobble closely.
He's really embracing your format, Grant.
You think? He likes it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. How's the right side of the O-line playing in your view?
When they're able to be balanced and they're able to run the ball, the right side of the O-line can play really well. I think And
It's an asset in the run game. It's an asset.
Yeah, I think it's just it's not just a quarterback issue, it's also a play caller issue. Like, Kyle
Yeah.
Shanahan also has to protect them, and I think
Yeah.
looking back to the Seattle game, the safety, a lot of people said Garoppolo could have released the ball. I thought there was no way he could release the ball. I actually thought that was on Shanahan. Called
Mm,
three-step drop out of the shotgun. Shotgun already puts your quarterback on the goal line.
right.
You call a three-step drop out of the shotgun. Like, I don't usually get on play calling, but that logic made no sense to me to have him throw out of the end zone, because the reality of the situation is you had a Travis Benjamin fumble at the time. Then you had a fluke. Gerald Everett kicked the ball to K1 Williams. You're still leading in the game on the road. Two fluky plays that happened. To me, that's just run, punt the ball. They haven't done anything against your defense to that point. Punt the ball, play defense, and live to spend another drive. I thought calling a pass play and especially putting your quarterback in a shotgun and then calling a three-step drop was just poor game management from Shanahan at that point. I think that's why that safety occurred.
I feel like anytime they're in a situation where it's end of the game, like in Seattle, third, fourth and goal, when you know you're going to
Mm-hmm.
pass, or whatever, third and long, Tom Compton's going to get you beat. And what I
Yeah.
thought was interesting was it was nitpicky. I know Rich, Javi, a bunch of people I love them, disagree with me on this. I said, well, those last two throws went over Tom Compton's head, and you're asking for him to basically have an impact on that play. I couldn't help but notice it the next week with the game on the line. It was first down, but they got Jimmy as far the hell away from that side of the line as possible. Rolled him left, boom, boom. Those guys didn't ruin the play. It's all. I mean, as simple as that. So yeah, there are ways that you can mitigate their negative impact and accentuate their positive impact for sure. My voice went up really high right there. Sorry. How smart will Kyle look if Trey is ready to run the offense, but Kyle is waiting to unleash him in the playoffs? He did say he's been dude. If the Niners do that, I wouldn't be mad. But
Yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be weird. That'd be weird.
Yeah, that happens in Hollywood. Real quick, they're making a Kurt Warner movie. He's supposed to be 29 in the movie. He's 40, and he looks 40. The actor couldn't have gotten someone.
I saw that.
I mean,
I wasn't a big fan of the Kevin James portrayal idea for Sean Payton either.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Sean Payton's he's supposed to be like a really intense, serious guy, right? And then you have the goofiest guy in Hollywood playing him.
Weird. T Master 82 says, "Who are the main players we need to re-sign after this season? Love the content, and Jimmy G deserves some respect."
Yeah, we just said him. Tart, DJ Jones, K1 Williams.
Those three. Anyone else you can think off the top? Those are three big ones. Arden Key, baby. Tony Vang says, is the reason why Warner doesn't look as good like he should is because Aziz is flying everywhere and making plays because he looked good on Sunday. I think someone else earlier said, did Warner have his best game of the year also? I missed that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I think he did, but I think he's been playing really well, especially in coverage the last few games. A lot of the reason the Niners pass defense is so good is because of how special Fred Warner is. I don't think he's looked as good. I think that if you go back and watch it on film, Fred Warner, especially since John Lynch said, he hasn't been playing at that level, he's been playing pretty unbelievable. It just so happens that it's the broadcast view doesn't always catch, some of the special things that he's doing, because at the end of the day, Aziz Al-Shaair is just a bigger hitter than Fred Warner.
Yeah.
And no matter what, you're always going to win. And he's maybe even faster than Fred Warner, honestly. So you might feel him a little bit more if you're just watching the broadcast. But it's a little bit Levante David, Devin White, where Levante David is the better, more consistent. He's the star player. Devin White's really, really good, but
good distinction. Andrew, thank you. Michael says Jimmy just wins. You can't deny it, Grant. I love these comments. I get these in Twitter too. Like why are you trying to start a fight with me, man? I wasn't trying to deny it. Although 11-9,
it's almost as if it's funny to me because like when Jimmy wins, I'm a Niners fan, so I'm ecstatic, right? Yeah. If he wins, I don't care. I don't discriminate on who's winning. I just want the Niners to win. But it's funny to me, it's not just Jimmy. It's not just that the Niners got to win. It's also that Grant has to acknowledge that he was wrong. He was not. He should have said it from the beginning. And your compliments are required for this win to taste good.
Exactly. That is a weird phenomenon that all of a sudden Niner fans, part of their satisfaction of winning is hearing me give the opinion they want me to say something. Yeah. Jimmy G versus Brady playoffs. Let's make it happen. Tampa's doing their best. If Jimmy wins the ship, too late for gold jacket. Love you, man. Love you. Vish, I understand your worries about Dallas, but would you trust McCarthy to not screw it up?
That's a great point. That's a great point.
McCarthy
I didn't even consider that. That's a great point.
It ain't nothing but Jimmy G. It ain't nothing Jimmy G did. Cohn let you and some others tell it, but in actuality, he's our quarterback, and I'm behind till the end. Niners for life. For life. Look, if anyone's willing to write for life, I'm down. I cannot. I mean, for life. That's a long time. So I feel that. Although it's probably going to be about 2 more months, month and a half, month and some change. Are you giving us 2-hour special because of his absence? I know. Vish is over here being like, God, dude.
No, but yeah, I'm also on break, and because I already got a job, I don't really have anything to do in break, so this is kind of a time occupant, especially because my family is, as I mentioned earlier, we have some things going on. Part of the reason I haven't shaved or anything, so it's nice to get a little relief.
Right.
Well, I wouldn't even say relief. It's just
Sacramento Mike says, I'm watching Mullins versus Raiders right now. Who you got? Mullins for life. For life. Are they playing right now?
Yeah, they started.
Let's wrap it up. Who do we put back for special teams that doesn't muff the ball? Debo!
So, see, the issue is Travis Benjamin is a historically good punt returner. He's never been a kick returner. He fumbled on the kick return against Seattle, so they're not going to ever put him back as a punt returner. And Ayuk's been pretty sure-handed as a punt returner, despite some bizarre decisions at times. So, yeah, they have a revolving returning door problem.
It's a conundrum. When you watch the film, you will see that Warner is the one that hurt Bosa's head. I didn't see it like that from the press box, but I will watch the film. I'll check it out. Thank you, Wesley. Jimmy's new name is Great Job, Jimmy. LOL. DBs have to get more experience. Take it easy on them, Grant. They were right there on a lot of plays. Gage went out hurt too. So for you, Ruby, I will take it easy on them. They were right.
Yeah, but I will say this, being right there is a good thing, but Chris Culver was right there a lot in his Niners career. And there's something about being good at the catch point, and Russell Gage is not known. Like Jamar Chase is known to baptize corners, no matter who you are at the catch point. That's not who Russell Gage is known as.